What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back. Season 6. There's so much going on. I'm really excited and cannot wait to talk with y'all and see what's been going on and just giving out, the love and inspiration that I've been working on. So yeah, I'm excited. So let's get ready. We have special guests today. We got special announcements today. So I'm super excited about it. So let's get ready to start our show. And oh, by the way, if you're watching me on YouTube, um, look out because we're about to play our new introduction and we'll get into that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are so back. I'm really excited about today. Today is our first episode of season 6, and season 6 is going to be a lot. It's going to be different than the rest of the seasons have been. So I'm really looking forward to what we can push out and the encouragement, the motivation, the love that I'm so used to pushing out, but this time we're really going to be pushing it out. I'm really excited about that. Um, I just want to go over a little housekeeping, as they say, but season 6 is definitely going to be one of those seasons to where um, being transparent, being honest, being open, and being absolutely, as y'all know, like I said before, transparent, but just being absolutely open and honest about a lot. It's a lot that has gone on and that's still going on. But I thank God, I praise God, I give him the glory. And so I'm looking forward to season 6, but at the same time, it is going to have some spaces being touched. So I'm ready. I'm ready. And so I'm praying for you as you listen, as you watch the podcast over this season. And I pray that you definitely get something from it. Praying for growth, love, and everything else. In the meantime, um, I'm super excited. Cannot wait to make this announcement. And so we have a couple of things going on this year. You already know the 4th annual I Am Forgiveness and Freedom Retreat is upon us. October 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale. Get your tickets at IamShatoria.com/IAM event. We got male speakers. We're about to be lit. I'm telling y'all, I'm so ready for this. So excited about it and what it's going to detail in it. So I'm really ready. So I cannot wait to have you guys on to be here and have a good time. All right. And so we have some other great announcements that I'm so excited to put you guys on. I cannot wait for it. This year is about to be really dope as your girl, me, will be doing media for the first time. I am a media partner for the event coming up called the Table Women Empower Summit. And that is where we come to play with our guest speaker today, which I'm so excited to introduce you to her. She's dope. I am excited to talk with her and have a conversation. So get ready, put your seatbelts on. It's about to go down. I hope you're ready because when we come back, she will be here. Her name is Lakesha Bunn. She is out of the DMV. So get ready to just be amazed. I hope y'all ready because I'm so ready to meet her. All right. So, hey, sit back, relax. We'll be back here in a second. And hey, breathe. That's the word. All right. Breathe. Come and read a story about my faith. Learn all about my forgiveness and forgiving of others, how I embrace the freedom that I currently have. You can get authentic transparency, forgiveness to freedom at Amazon and IamShatoria.com. All right, guys, we are back. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you see the flyer itself. I am truly honored to have, first of all, I love the DMV. My husband really want to go back. I'm like, no, I don't like the traffic, but I love the DMV. I'm super excited to have the opportunity to interview a woman who is so after God's purpose for her life. And she is building it up for other women as well. She is the creator of the Tables Women Empowerment Summit that will be in the DMV July July 28th. You do not have your ticket, get your ticket. I will be in the house, and I am honored to be in the house with this amazing woman. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to the one and only Lakesha Bunn of DMV, and the one and only of the owner, the builder, the founder, the Tables Women's Empower Summit. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. It is a wonderful
Good.
off day today. So I'm super excited about what today is going to bring. And I'm super excited to actually learn about you, your
Hmm.
brain, what you're doing, and how you're maneuvering, because I read that you was an event planner just like me.
Yes.
Um, and we know event planning work can be so busy, so
Hmm.
crazy. Um, and it's a calling within itself. It ain't
Hmm.
a week. You got to be prepared to deal with everything, everybody, the mishaps, the planning that goes wrong, because everybody wants that perfect day, but we know that
Yes.
ain't gonna happen. Uh,
Hmm.
but if anything, if you can tell everybody, first of all, who is Lakesha Bunn? Who is the woman?
So, Lakesha Bunn have many titles, right? Just like a lot of Black and Brown women, we have a lot of titles. I am a wife. I am a mother of three. I'm a child of God. I'm a sister, friend. I like to serve. Um, and I think once I stop having titles, that's the moment when my story ends. So I have to continue to search out titles.
Okay, yes, okay. You wearing
Mhm.
all these hats. What are some of the hats? You outside of being an event planner and an entrepreneur, what are some of the hats that you're wearing?
Yeah, a coach, mentor, a friend. Like I stated, like I serve. I make sure do have I have a couple of ministries that I'm with,
Okay.
that I serve in. Um, but again, networking. Try to do put on platforms where I'm assisting women or helping women in the community as much as I can.
I love that. And that goes to my next question. How did you go from planning to empowering, or has it always been together?
So it could have been all together, but I'm still planning. I'm still planning, but I've always I wanted to always use my gifts and be a vessel to give back to the community. So that's where the team, I did networking events in the past, and that transferred into the table. And most recently, I did the release retreat. I'm trying to continue to build as much as I can.
When you say the gifts, and that's definitely what I want to ask, how
Mhm.
do you engage with women to help them understand God-given gifts? Because I know as women, we wear so many hats. We're moms, spouses, and all these things. How do you take the time
Mhm.
to also help other women figure out who they are in the process of serving?
I guess just having that one-on-one intimate, session with them, being vulnerable with them. They can be vulnerable, but for me to be vulnerable with them as well too, and for them to understand. Listen, I've been there. I understand your story. We're just alike, So just having those one-on-ones, those that mentoring session, coaching, that's how I engage, and being truthful and honest.
That word vulnerable is definitely a tough one, because I feel like when it comes down to do God-given gifts, If we're called to it, we have to be open enough and vulnerable enough for people to see that there are flaws within us, that we're not perfect, because I think that's a perception that goes out, especially to women when we're all wearing these hats, single moms and all these things get say, well, oh, you got it all together. In actuality, no, I don't. I don't have. I just cried a couple of hours ago because the child was on my last nerve. I'm tired. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make these appointments. Boss getting on my nerves, and we don't have a safe space. So I praise God with how you said being vulnerable, because now you're opening up saying, hey, I'm just like you. I've been there. Listen, we in this same boat, and I'm really here to help you find your space that is good to be safe.
And we as women, we think that we're superwoman. We think we can tackle on everything. But we just gotta take it one step, one moment at a time. And know that it's women out here that looks just like us is going through the same things.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you're open enough to say, hey, no, that hurts. I know it. So let's talk about it. So you can get to another place to be able to get into that God-given gift and to be able to use that. Because I think the hardest thing we've having to learn is things that we go through in life is not always for us. It is for someone else. It is so we got to get through it. And I laugh because I've had moments where I'm like, God, can I take myself out of it? And I realize, don't ask him that, because he ain't taking you out of it. Okay,
Jesus, about you.
Get me through this. And I realized, oh, this one for me, no way. This is for somebody else. And so that's a reality check. And vulnerability is a word a lot of women don't like to use, we don't like to say, and we don't want to do, because then we feel like it opens us up to the enemy a lot more. Actuality, yes, it does, but it opens us up to other people for their healing as well. With the statement, so I read your bio, and I again, I loved it. But what stuck out to me was the grow, ask, dream, become. Please give me your concept behind that, because not too much will stand out to me in such greatness, but that did. I love that.
So what I meant by that is that once you find your identity, or if you're trying to find your identity, right, you're going to ask God to help you, or trust God to help you dream, help you ask for the things that you want, help you become the things that you're looking to become. And then once you do that, you have to trust the process, trust that he's going to get you there. So that's what I mean by dream, ask, become. You have to, there's steps, there's levels, but you have to be open enough to the process. But at the end of the day, you have to trust that he's going to get you there.
Ooh, I love that. And that actually goes to my next question for you is, how do you understand each woman's heart to help them empower them to that next level?
We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but in order to understand their heart, they have to be open. They have to be honest enough for me to be open and honest enough to get them to the next level.
I so see it, because you can't move. I have this thing that I say, uncomfortableness equals success. Because if you stay in the same space, how are you going to move? Because you're comfortable. That couch feels real good, but you can't go nowhere if you're not in a space of get yourself together. Hey, it's that comfort. Now that goes to this. How working with your gifts help you create this beautiful summit that I'm so excited about? What happened? What got you there?
Yeah, my mom is my why. My mom is my why. She is the reason why I started the table. Just like a lot of, when we spoke about this earlier too, like a lot of Black and brown women in the community, they are workaholics. And my mom worked hard. I mean, I joke about her having like 10 jobs, not even including the ones at church, right? But she, although she gave back to me and my sisters, she did not give back to herself. And sadly, she passed away. from breast cancer. And, I often question, did she live out her purpose-driven life? Not for the church folks, not for her employers, not for her kids, but for herself. And so I wanted to give back to women that look like my mom, women who look like myself, who had their first child at 18 and didn't know what to do, women who know their purpose or looking for their purpose, and just needed to have answers to their why or their next steps.
That's funny. My mom passed 10 years ago from lung cancer, and
Mm-hmm.
my thought process was kind of like, okay. And because of that, I started a magazine that's named after her and my grandmother for the exact same reason, to put out inspiration, to put out these things, to put out, hey, things that people, we're so used to drama that we don't want to read the inspiration. And so that's the goal, to do those things, because it's like, hey, what are we serving for? What are we doing for? And like you said, you saw your mom do for everybody else, but did she do for her?
Yep.
And that's a huge, beautiful reason of creating the table. Which, how did you come up with that name? Because I love it. Because I understand the symbolism behind it. But what made you come up with the table?
Because she was my foundation.
Okay.
And when I look at tables, it's your foundation. How did you start out? What did your childhood look like? So when I think about the table, I think about who helped you grow, who helped you, all of that about your childhood, childhood trauma, like all of that is on the table. That's where it came from, basically.
That, I have to tell you offline, that just hit all types of spiritual nerves. Like, that's right up my alley. What is your biggest accomplishment so far with the summit?
I guess having the one-on-one with people, and then the outpour of women stating that it was necessary and that it was needed, and that they wanted more. So, my first one in 2019, it was just a cross fingers and a hope and a prayer. Right.
Like, Jesus, listen.
Please make it work. But now I see, like, the difference. I see how it's necessary. I see that God is in it. That's the difference. Like, God is really in it, and He's telling me, okay, this is your purpose. You need to continue with this. Like, you need to stick with this.
Oh my God, I got chills. You see me, I have the chills. Y'all, my regular viewers, you know me, I have straight chills because you're speaking all of my language, and I love it. You like, listen, God, you gave me this. I'm gonna need you to make this happen, because right now it's looking right. So we're gonna go work for it. So what are you looking? And you probably already answered, but what are you looking forward to this year, though? This year, what is your thought process this year?
Thought process is and I always joke, but I'm really serious. I always want my guests, if they can't come out with a tear, I feel like either myself or the speakers didn't do their job, right? So I always, whether it's the speakers, whether it's guests that's entering the building, whether it's media, right? I always want everybody in the building to get something from that, either one thing out of that. So that's my goal.
And so what is your, well, I think you already asked that. What do you want people to remember when they leave your event? What do you want them to remember?
That to get something out of it, that it's a sacred place. It's a place where, you come to be vulnerable. It's a place to talk about those necessary topics that we're afraid to talk about from generation to generation. The topics that's necessary in our community, definitely. So that's what I want them to know, and to understand that that's where the table is going moving forward.
Now, last thing, as we go to end, you got some, I'm going to say it, you got some heavy hitters this year. I'm
Yes.
really excited about your lineup. First of all, I'm a huge fan of Autumn Joy. I was like, I've heard her on the radio and everything, and so I'm super excited about her. I saw you have Felicia Brown. You
Mm-hmm.
got some people coming through
Mm-hmm.
this year, and
Yes.
I would say my expectation is I know I'm about to leave with something because I see the platform, but I also understand spiritually the platform that you're making. So
Mhm.
I know I'm coming in with whole expectation, ready to. Now, look, y'all see me on the floor is okay. Let me be in the moments. It's all right because I think what you have created and what God has created in you is absolutely a beautiful table
Thank
for
you.
people to sit and eat. And
Mhm.
that's what I'm looking forward to, coming and being fed. You know, when you go so long without being fed, you get
Mm.
filled. And when I say this has resonated with me so much more, especially this week, that I'm able to be like, I'm going to eat.
Mhm.
Sure, I'm going to be doing some media, but I'm coming to eat because I need
Mhm.
it. So I truly thank you for just being obedient to the
Thank
word
you. Thank
and getting this done. Is there anything you want to leave people who are watching that maybe like, look, I can't make it, but can you leave
you.
them something to where they have something to just nibble on a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I want everyone to know that the Lakesha Bunn brand, the table, it's a sisterhood. It's a place for empowering. It's a place of motivating others, and it's a place of if to be sacred. It's a sacred place. But again, I want you to find your identity. Once you find your identity, make sure that you take your gifts, you utilize your purpose, and to be able to serve others, because you can't keep your gift to yourself. I always often talk about like that at the grave,
Mhm.
site. They have your born date, your end date, and then they have that slash, right? That
Right.
slash is so important of what you're doing in the time that you're here. So the time spending, what are you doing to give back to others? And that's so important. So I want you to use that, to just not keep it to yourself, but to always encourage others as well.
I love that. I love that. And to everyone who is listening, everyone who is watching, please, you see the flyer. For those who are listening, we have the flyer up on the table. You can also go on my social media and see it. Registration is still open. You can go to LakeshaBunn.com to get your tickets. I am telling you, I truly, and those y'all know who hear me, y'all know I love a good place to get some word in. And I'm telling y'all, I think this is going to be a great opportunity where we're going to be having vendors. Correct me if I'm wrong. There will be some
Yes.
vendors.
Mhm.
I'm loving because I will be one of the vendors. I'm super excited to be out there and just to love on people. So thank you again
You.
for just open platform. You're opening up doors, and I want to say publicly, you're opening up doors, and I'm praying blessings for you, your family, as you are heading into this event, because we know Satan don't like things when God is
Mhm.
in power. And so we know he likes to play. And so, we're praying blessings above and beyond. And again, I thank you for creating a space for people like me to come and eat and
Thank you.
grow and network. So I'm so looking forward to this. So again, if you have not, DMV individuals, get your tickets. It is Sunday, July 28th. I am so excited. Um, Come and enjoy yourself. Come and breathe. And trust me, leave it at the door. God got you. Uh,
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I so
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I
And
appreciate you. You are doing a marvelous job. I want you to continue to do it. You're awesome. You're
thank
awesome.
you. I
Keep
can't
on
wait to see you in
persisting.
person. Like,
Yes.
I'm excited because I need to give you a huge hug. I really
Yes.
do.
Uh-huh.
You've been You've been a blessing. This is I needed this today, so I really appreciate you on that.
Good.
So just stand by for a second as we close out. So again, guys, I really appreciate you. Again, get your tickets. I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed. I am super excited to be able to be um, part of the media partner. So this is the first for me, y'all. I'm so excited. Doors is opening. And I'm also going to be a vendor where you already know you can catch my book. Authentic Transparency will be there. And so I am super excited about it as we are preparing to hit you up with another book. But don't worry, that's going to come soon. Do know that I love you. I praise you. I thank God for you because I think having you in my life is important. Always know that what I always say is we walk in love, we live fearlessly, and we have a whole lot of faith. Guess what, guys? This is the first episode of season 6. Like I said before, welcome back. Have a blessed one. Know that I love you and God bless you in every way.